Ladies and gentlemen, sneak peek number 2 for the August update is here. And god damn it, the leaks were right. We are getting tier 4 Mephisto and presumably tier 4 Hellstorm as well, which is kind of crazy. I literally just did a Blast and Universal tier 4, and I'm gonna it looks like I'm gonna have to do another set, depending on how much Mephisto decides to take from me, because even though he is the master of bargains, I don't feel as though I'm gonna get a bargain, but I am excited to see Mephisto get a tier 4. Not necessarily the biggest fan of him rocking the suit, okay? I think he has a lot of different looks. They could have gone with something a little bit better, but it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Y'all let me know how you feel about Mephisto in the comments, though, because this one, I feel as though might be a make it or break it for some people, because Mephisto is a fan favorite. People have been waiting for him to get tier 4 for quite some time now. And to be honest with you, I'm excited for the simple fact that none of the native tier 3 characters that they've given tier 4s to are bad. Okay? So it has me here hoping that Mephisto isn't going to be an exception. Okay? Sentry's amazing, Null is amazing, so chances are Mephisto is also going to be amazing. The bar, or the barometer that I'm going to set for Mephisto is as simple as this. He needs to be as good or better than Adam Warlock. That's what I'm going to say. And to me, that's the low point. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he's a Blast character. Null and Sentry are universal characters. So obviously, they're going to be stronger than him. So if you're coming into this and you're hoping, praying, edging your bets, saying that Mephisto is gonna eclipse Null, eclipse Sentry, bring it back down, bring it down to the realm of reality. If he happens to be, because he's newer than them, then cool, right? But I'm gonna set the bar real low. I know Adam Warlock's uniform is years old at this point, but he is still a driving force in the PvP meta. And the reason why I'm saying PvP meta is because I think that's where they're going to lean with him, right? There's so many characters that can do World Boss that I kind of doubt that Mephisto is going to be a PvE character. But if he is, which he has the potential to be because of his current setup, which we'll talk about in a sec, I'll be happy with it. Because the way how he's been designed is to be the perfect tool for both pieces of content, presuming they keep him exactly the same. But if they do keep him exactly the same, I feel as though that might actually work against him, where we currently are in the game right now, where autoplay is a big focus that they've decided for us, and it's because of how his kit currently looks. But I am excited to see Mephisto get tier 4. If they drop the ball on this one, I think they deserve the wrath of 1,000 suns, which again, I don't think they're going to drop the ball on Mephisto. Anyways, so right here it says, this super villain has always secretly led other beings to their doom through immense power and temptation. Master of the underworld, a powerful native tier 3 entity has gained even greater strength in a new uniform and a tier 4 upgrade. And right here it says, look forward to the arrival of Hellfire itself in Marvel Future Fight. Notice they didn't say look forward to the patch details, patch notes, more information to the patch details later, etc. None of that, okay? None of that, which means there is more. It means that the next sneak peek on Sunday is gonna be for presumably Hellstorm. Hellfire, Mephisto, Hellstorm just makes perfect sense. They have synergy. I'm excited for him as well because, again, that's a character that's been dead for a while. So him getting something is absolutely amazing. I would love to see him be meta. And if anything, I feel as though Hellstorm will be the PvE character and Mephisto will be the PvP character. And I know Marvel Future Fight is a PvE game, and a lot of you guys are going to be upset if he's like a Sentry, where Sentry is really, really good for all things PvP, but not very good for PvE. But listen, man, you can't have it your way. It's not Burger King, okay, man? You can just give you can just have a little give and take, okay? So yeah, Mephisto is coming. I am excited. One thing I should basically say to you guys right here is keep in mind that he does have iframe ignore, he does have damage accumulation, he does have penetration, and he does do extra damage to heroes and villains, but a lot of it is accompanied on his ability to switch forms, right? When he hits the third skill, he transforms, and it makes it so that his moveset switches over from doing damage to villains to heroes and vice versa. The thing I have an issue with is on his forward skill, which is the only way that he gets penetration, it requires him to stay in his base form. So if that is the case, I think for autoplay PvP, if they're going to keep him as a transform character, I think they need to take the penetration to 70%, which is a huge amount of penetration, right? They need to take that off of his skill and put it on the uniform bonus or as a passive or something, because it would be really annoying if you have your Mephisto, he goes into TBA or in Otherworld Battle where it's a completely autoplay and he just transforms and immediately loses access, because when he transforms he's doing damage to heroes and he loses access. I don't know why I keep hitting the freaking third skill. I mean to hit the fourth skill, right? He loses access to the penetration. So again, I'm sure they're gonna take this into consideration, okay? But it will be a real pain in the ass if some of his abilities for PvP or PvE are gated behind his transformation, which I think the transformation ability is absolutely amazing. It's one of the best things they've ever done to the game, and I wish we saw more of it. But I guess if we saw more of it, it wouldn't be that unique. But I really like that when you hit his third skill, he transforms. And also his tier 3 transforming him again is just so freaking cool. I think Mephisto is one of the best characters in this game in terms of his abilities and stuff. And even his fifth skill changes. Like, it changes from this freaking fire thing that he charges up to just like hands coming out of the ground, fingering you.
No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay.
Until you die. Anyways, point is, really cool character. Super excited to see what they do for him. Keep in mind that his passive right now is absolutely amazing. It has 40% damage reduction. Big 4-0. They're probably going to add on 5 on there. But he also has 70% protection from reflect, which is absolutely amazing. It means no deaths to Shalabal, no deaths to Emma Frost, no deaths to Silver Surfer. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like, Luke Cage wasn't really killing him because, you know, blast combat. But yeah, this guy has a really, really good kit with the revive. They'll probably bump this up to 100%, but even if they don't, 90 is really, really good. He has a debuff removal leadership with the extra fire damage that applies to super villains. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a tier 4 for me. Love Mephisto. Really excited to see what they do for him. Let me know in the comments if you guys would prefer that they got rid of the whole transforming thing and just make it so that all of his skills are the same. Because essentially what Mephisto has is the skill set of 2 characters in one. And to be honest, they could technically just combine all of his buffs into like just one thing and then just get rid of the other animations and make it so that he has the buffs up all the time. Kind of like how Thanos does. There's lots of characters that do extra damage to heroes and villains at the same time, right? As opposed to Mephisto, where one form is doing damage to villains, like extra damage to villains, and one form is doing extra damage to heroes. Which, again, I like the uniqueness of it, but in PvP, there's a mixture of heroes and villains, so it would make sense that he had it up all the time and he didn't have to transform, you know, to get access to particular damage. But yeah, I don't know. I'm digging how he currently is, but I'm here for a change. I just hope he still remains as a really unique character, because it's him and Magic, right, that can really transform. It'd be a shame to see it go, but where the game is right now, the creativity from the devs is not there. It definitely isn't where it was when they designed somebody like Magic at first and then Mephisto afterwards. So I kind of get the feeling that they're just gonna get rid of the whole transforming schmick and then just make him like a regular character. But we shall see in a matter of days. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all leave me your thoughts in the comments. Whoo! From Ghost Rider to Mephisto to Hellstorm.